Hello, my friends. Alright, I know you're probably like, Timmy, what in the world are you doing here? I thought last video you were like, man, I am calling it quits. I am wrapping this up. We had a good time, we had our fun, but no more. But nah, man, I'm here because I got inspired today, okay? Somebody today gave me a letter, and I truly have found it extremely motivating and, passionate and inspiring. As I said, I need to talk about this. I need to spread this to somebody else. I need to show this to you, and maybe this can help you in some way. So that is what I'm trying to achieve with this video. And I'm going to address all of my different thoughts that I have right now, and I hope to help somebody, because come on, that's what it's all about. That's what it's been about this whole time. That's what it's been from the start when we made this journey happen, when we began this journey, I mean to say. It's always been about trying to reach out to somebody and to help somebody. And I believe that this letter I received was just the reminder I needed of myself and my priorities, my reason for being, I guess you could say. Because the thing is, a lot of times we kind of forget, like, who are we doing this for? Why are we doing this? What makes us want to do something? What is the passion there? Where is the heart? Where is it being placed? And I think that having this person, this friend of mine, write this letter to me sort of made me realize again, like, oh yeah, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm not really meant to be doing, because I don't know, I don't want to say meant to be. I never really like seriously use that phrase, but yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is I do want to continue trying to help people in whatever way possible with this voice I have, with these experiences I have, these, thoughts I might have, and hopefully reach out to somebody, because someone, hopefully, through this video making process will get help in some way, even if it's just like I say a thought of mine and that sort of brings up the discussion between whoever's listening to this and, their friends or their family or something, and it just kind of keeps you in a constant state of growth, as we always want to be. We always want to be striving for new perspectives and new ideas to be had and listened to and everything. And I know this video is just going to be me yapping away, like I'm not even looking at the time. I've got no script, I've got just a few bullet points I have in mind, but I'm just going to yap away, alright? I know the gameplay is not good at all. I was kind of just discovering this new game, this Naruto game. Well, it's new to me, not new to anybody else, but yeah, so it's going to be pretty buns, but it's never even about the gameplay, as we know on this channel. It is not about that stuff, it's not about the entertainment aspect, but it's about the freaking helping people. I hope you can't hear my dog barking outside right now, but it's always about the making connections, the human connection, and the addition of our, what am I saying right now? I don't know, trying to add to what we think and what we know. Anyways, I want to first off say that the reason I was like, a couple days ago I posted that video and I was like, man, I don't think this is working out, right? I totally lost motivation, and the thing is, motivation is just a very short-term sort of thing, like, sugar, like carbohydrates, right? You eat those and it's not meant to be lasting energy, but in that same way, motivation is like that sugar, right? And that's not the big thing though. That's not the main reason why I took it upon myself to record and post that video, saying like that whole decision, that was very well thought out and everything. And it's because I lost faith in myself, and I lost faith in the ability that I had to, impact somebody. Like, I seriously thought, like, man, I don't think anybody's getting help from this. I don't think anyone is really, being impacted positively from what I'm trying to do. And that was really discouraging. And I am already somebody who, very much so kind of lacks faith in my own self, especially when, you don't see the progress or the harvest of your good. What is that phrase? What's that phrase? I totally forgot it. But like reaping what you sow and whatnot, like you don't see the bountiful harvest. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but somebody out there knows what I'm talking about. Anyways, yeah, the passion doesn't stop unless you do, unless you lose faith in yourself. And this letter I received really served as that reminder. Like I said, I'm gonna read a little bit of it. I guess I don't really have permission, or I guess I'm not really asking this person's permission if I can read this letter, but I think it is okay. But yeah, they said in all caps right here, they said, don't give up on the things that inspire you, even when the path feels uncertain. Because I truly believe you have the ability to reach people and make an impact in ways you probably don't even realize yet. Keep going, keep creating, and keep being passionate about what you do. You've got this. And man, I really, really needed this letter from the person listening. I hope they're listening. The person who wrote this letter, I really needed that. So thank you so much. And yeah, your words really do mean a lot to me, and I'm glad that this was sort of a tangible way that I could see like, oh man, I really do mean something, and you know that this life that I have really does have the capacity to make an impact. Maybe not on the world, but on those around me, you know? That is a one way to start your impact on the world. Like just from one person at a time, you know? Like man, it is a wonderful thing that we have this life for, you know? And also, the person, if you're listening, who wrote this letter, Zane from Ninjago, is also my favorite. Which I think I had something to say about that, but I totally forgot, and that is okay. But yeah, I just wanted to say that I I really did sort of lose my own faith in myself and the ability I have, that we all have, to make a difference. And that is really important because if you don't feel like your life means anything, or that you're, you know, not contributing anything or making any difference, then it's really difficult to go on and to just continue, because we as human beings, we need to be purposeful. We need to have some sort of contribution to either ourselves, you know, our friends or family, or society as a whole. Because if not, then, you know, you can go to a really dark place that you don't want to be at. And hopefully through these videos, you know, if you are in that place, or if you aren't, you know, you can still try to have some sort of help. And that's why I really encourage whoever's listening, which I'm sure only like 5 people by now are listening, because I've been talking for a while, talking about absolutely nothing that is, but whoever is listening, I encourage you to sort of be somebody that you might need to someone else, you know? Like, if you feel that, man, nobody's really, you know, having these sort of serious discussions, whether that be about, like, I don't know, faith or depression or some sort of real struggle that you're having, nobody's really talking about that, then you be the one to talk about that, you know? And that is really difficult to do, I admit that. But, like, be that person that you need, that you think somebody else needs as well. And I really encourage action and, you know, discussion with people. Like, you know, if you want to talk with somebody in the comments, or if you want to talk with your own friend or something like that, and bring up something, then bring it up, you know, like talk about it. Don't be afraid to express whatever it is that is on your mind, on your heart, or just weighing on you, right? Even if it isn't something crazy serious, like if you want something, then go after it, you know? And I'm not saying to be obsessive or anything, you know, to a healthy degree, of course, but just know that you are capable, and if your heart is in it, then you'll get that, you know? It is only a matter of time, because the only person holding you back is you. And I know, of course, that doesn't take into account like any external factors. Like I know there's obviously like there's so many opportunities in this world, and oftentimes it's not a lack of capability, but a lack of, you know, being able to access those opportunities. But the thing is, in, you know, the day and age we live in, right? If you're listening to this video right now, I already assume like you have that capability to make the change. And I just want to say that I believe in you. But yeah, I'm gonna transition to something else I wanted to talk about, which I did not plan on saying any of those words I just said there, but um, something I do want to talk about is how I really found it difficult, and I was talking to this about my friend, well, not really talking about it, but I've mentioned it to my friends today, that I've always really found it difficult to say no to people or just things in general. Like they were asking me, I mean my friends, they were asking me, do I want to go out to breakfast, right? And I continuously responded, probably not, or maybe not, you know? Like there's always this sort of uncertainty, or like my friend said, it's like very up in the air, very like it's not assertive. And that's the thing. I think I am not a very assertive person in general. Like, I don't know. It's quite strange indeed. It takes a lot for me to sort of be demanding, I guess. I don't know. I never try to be that sort of person, but yeah, the thing that I noticed from just, reflecting on my own self is that I definitely do have a difficult time saying no. And the weird thing is that I always find it so easy to say no to myself, Like I I honestly don't know how to put this exactly, but it's easy for me to, deny myself or like deny my own sort of happiness, I guess you could say. But then for somebody else, it's like I want them to be happy, I want to do the things that make them happy. So that's why it's difficult to say no or to like be my own person in a way. And I'm sure that somebody listening could relate with that. And I would love to hear how you personally either got through this or, your experience with this, because maybe we can both figure this out together, and we sure will, okay? It'll be totally all right in the end. But yeah, I don't know how long this video is, but I'm just gonna sort of wrap it up here. And I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Oh no, I remember what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna put something at the end of this video, a little something that Ori Kenshin said, and also a verse that this person said from the letter. But yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and you always gotta remember, what is it for? What are you being purposeful towards? And like why are you doing this? What is your real passion and motivation for? And it, as the letter said, don't give up on yourself. Don't stop believing, because once you stop believing, then that's where the real difference happens. It doesn't matter if 100 people or no people respond to that like anonymous form that I set up, right? That is not the determining factor of making these videos. It's my own self and my own passion putting into this video, and in the hopes that somebody listening will get help. It is that proactive response. Proactive response? Wait, no, how could it be a proactive response? Anyways, I don't even know what I'm saying, bro. I need to like work on my speech skills. Maybe that's what these videos are really for, who knows. But yeah, all of this is working towards something, whether I know it or not. It's helping somebody whether I know it or not, and I'm certainly glad to have friends that could remind me of such a thing and remind me that my voice matters. So yeah, thank you all, and I wish you guys the best. Have a great day, and I'm really glad to be here.
Waited in 2020 and I needed a job. I was 18 at the time, almost 19. I wasn't studying and I didn't know what the hell to do with my life. So in March, I got a job at Pizza Hut as a delivery driver and kitchen hand.
Respect.
The night
I know some of y'all 18, 19, 20, young 20s. Y'all in that stage where it's like you graduated high school, maybe you want to go to college, maybe not. You just don't really know what you want to do. But respect to this guy and anybody who at least is working, at least is putting together a plan. It's okay to not know what you want to do, but as long as you're making moves, all right, go out here at least trying to grind something to get closer to where you want to be, much respect. You think this dude want to work at Pizza Hut sweeping the freaking dirty floors after people? But that's just a temporary situation. Let's see what happens with this guy.